stand tall. Hear the cheer, we own it all. Jackson Heiden calls the game. Every play we stake our claim. B103.9 on air. Fight on, Wildcats, show no fear. Go Wildcats, fight on to victory. Hearts are wild, spirits free. Every game we play will be champions of Evart, you'll see.
Welcome to Evart Wildcat Football, exclusively on B103.9. Brought to you by Worth Landscaping, Big Rapids Roofing, Extremely Clean, QB Propane, Northland Federal Credit Union, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, Ice Mountain Spring Water, Lang Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Waldron Well Drilling, AJ's Event Center, Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures, RCB Contracting, The Ina Store, Evart Dairy Whip, Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, and now, Evart Wildcat Football.
Go Wildcats, fight on to victory. Hearts are wild, spirits free. Every game we play will be champions of Evart, you'll see. Champions of Evart, you'll see.
And you're up.
Hello and welcome to week 4 of the 2024 Evart Wildcats football season, where tonight we have Highland Conference action as the Pine River area Bucks come into Osceola Fairgrounds looking to get their first win over the Evart Wildcats since 2018. I'm Jackson Heiden, the voice of the Wildcats, and I'm excited to bring you another presentation of Evart football here this evening on B103.9. Well, if you like offensive football games, last week was the game for you as the Wildcats stomped all over Roscommon, winning 52-13 to improve 2-1 on the year and 1-1 in conference play. Everett's defense forced a 3-and-out to open the game and instantly put the scoreboard operator to work as Aiden Anderson threw a 66-yard pass down the right sideline that was caught by Lucas Johnson, who took it to the house to give the Wildcats a 6-0 lead. Following another great defensive stop, Anderson decided to go deep once more on the second play of their offensive night, and it was caught again and taken to the house to give them a 12-0 lead. Finally, on their third offensive drive, Anderson connected with Noah Vanderlinden for a 70-yard completion to give the Wildcats a commanding 18-0 lead. And well, from there on out, the Wildcats just continue to pour on, and the first time Roscommon was able to break the scoreboard was a kick 6 all the way back from in their own end zone. Well, usually this is about the time where we sit down and we have a conversation with head coach Ben Bryant, but our schedules unfortunately weren't able to line up this week. So we'll head into our closing remarks, and next week we'll get things going as we head up to Manton for the first time this year, as we have a few more seconds left here on the pregame clock. But week 4 kicking off here in Evart as the Wildcats look to improve to 3-1, while Pine River tries to make it 2 in a row and move back to 500. Well, you're listening to WBZX Big Rapids, and we'll be right back after these few messages here on B103.9.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy with a Generac home standby generator at the ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, 989-598-0534.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get ready for hunting season with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by the the Ina Store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
The tradition.
Well, hello and welcome back to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9. We're getting ready for the national anthem here, presented by the Pine River Bucks Marching Band as well as the Evart Wildcats Marching Band. We'll have more on this here in a little bit, but for now, tune in and listen to this rendition of America's national anthem.
Drum Major Alana Bentley. Please wave or give the appropriate salute when your branch is being played so that we can show our appreciation for your service. At this time, could you please direct your undivided attention to the east end zone? Presenting the colors for today's game are members from AMVETS Post 11 and VFW Post 7979 of Evart. With us today are Chris Stanley, 4 years in the U.S. Marines. Dave Blanchard, 22 years in the U.S. Navy. Jim Rowan, U.S. Navy and U.S. Army for 42 years. Dave Brickey, U.S. Army, 6 years. And Brian Carey, U.S. Navy for 7 years. Thank you for your service, and thank you to all service members in attendance at tonight's game and serving around the globe. May our gratitude never go unnoticed. And now let us honor our veterans and our great nation by standing facing the flag, removing our hats, and holding our right hand over our hearts for the playing of our national anthem, which is being played by the Evart and Pine River bands under the direction of Miss Michaela Warner. Thank you. Both teams have elected to be introduced as a team tonight. And so occupying the south sideline, the Pine River Bucks.
Well, there you have it. Tonight, the 15th annual Traveling Armed Forces Trophy battle as the Pine River Bucks and the Evart Wildcats get set to go here at the Osceola Fairgrounds here in Evart, Michigan. Week 4, Evart 2-1, Pine River 1-2. Both teams, well, one team trying to force a 500 record and the other trying to get back to 500. Well,
the Bucks are coached by Mr. Bryan.
the Wildcats will be wearing their all blue colored rush type uniforms tonight. Pine River in their all white uniforms with the antler on their helmet. Pretty neat uniforms. And a packed house as well here at the fairgrounds as we get set. Well, we're going to step aside one last time before kickoff. 60 seconds, and we'll be back. You're listening to WBZX Big Rapids.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Hello and welcome back as we get set for kickoff. Band leaving the field, both teams getting ready to go. Evart looking to continue their dominance against Pine River. Haven't lost to them since 2018. Half of these kids on this team weren't even thinking about high school quite yet. The last time they lost. And a lot has changed within both of these programs. Evart, one of the more dominant teams in all of Division 7. Since then, fell a couple of rounds short of the state championships this year, trying to get back to it with a young team. First-year head coach Ben Bryant. And last year, it wasn't pretty as
number 5, Jericho Holmes, deep, along with number 13.
Last year, the Wildcats taking care of business against Pine River. It wasn't very nice for Pine River as they lost 39-6 as we get ready to go here a bit. We'll see how the passing game turns out yet again here tonight. You're open for more of what we saw last week. The kick is up and away from Derscheid as Derscheid punts it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's received, picked up, got a hold down the left sideline, and there he goes, past the 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 25, Bucks. Mason Google, the junior, taking it to the house on the opening kickoff. And Evart is on upset alert here early. The special teams defense continues to be an issue here for Evart in the first part of the season, as Pine River will come on for the extra point. And man, oh man, we saw a kick 6 last week. And again here this week, only on the opening drive. And well, hey, if you're Pine River and you want to try to pull an upset here tonight, that is a way to do it. It'll be the man who just returned it 90 yards to the house. He'll come on to kick the extra point. And what a return. Had a wide open hole on the left side. Google, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Pine River. What a way to open up this game. And we'll see how Evart responds after getting that, after Pine River delivering the first punch of this game. The bands hadn't even settled into their seats quite yet. $11:47 here to go in the first, and already points up on the scoreboard. The scoreboard operator was awfully busy last week and looking like he's in for another long night here tonight. 90 yards to the house by Mason Google. What a way to start. Well, while we're getting ready for the second kickoff, and let's take a look at the Highland Conference standings. McBain in first place with a 3-0 record, 2-0 in conference play. Beal City in second with a 2-1 record, 1-1 in conference play. Houghton Lake, 2-1, 2-0 in conference. Evart sitting in fourth. They are 2-1 with a 1-1 record. Lake City 1-2 with a 1-1 record. And Manton sitting in sixth with an 0-3 and an 0-2 record, while Pine River and Roscommon are in seventh and eighth. So standings a bit tighten up. Here's the kick. It is up and picked up, receives right around in front of the 20-yard line, and it makes a couple defenders miss, and Derscheid is able to take it up about 10 yards or so.
He gets up to
and
the
so they'll set up shop
around
around their own 34-yard line. 11:41 to go here in the first quarter. And here we go. We're going to see one of the best passing offenses in all of the state of Michigan. Aiden Anderson, Lucas Johnson, the 1-2. The 1-2 punch in this high-powered offense. You don't see a whole lot of offenses in these smaller school settings pass the ball as much as you do with Evart. And well, Aiden Anderson leading the state in passing yards with over 800 passing yards. So Aiden Anderson in the shotgun formation. He snaps the ball. It's bobbled. He'll have to pick it up and run it himself across the 40. Cuts to his right. Across the 50. Missing a couple tackles down the sideline. Crosses the 40. Across the 50 and is eventually brought down in front of the 30. So what play turned from disaster, made the most out of it for a huge pickup, flips the field, and that'll set up shop on the Bucks' 33-yard line. 11:28 to go here in the first quarter. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to his back. It's Morgan who cuts to the left and across the 20-yard line. Eventually brought down, so that'll be another first down for the Wildcats.
First down.
Cameron Swales, he's up there too in rushing yards. Swales has been a nice bright spot with the injury of their upperclassman running back. Anderson, another high snap. He'll have to keep it, but some whistles on the play. And looks like there's a flag before the snap. False start on Evart, so they'll have to march it back. We've seen this a few times as the season has progressed. It's gotten better, but the penalties has been kind of a drive killer for Evart. And hopefully this time it won't hurt them as much as it has in weeks past.
Makes it 1st and 15.
So Cameron Swales, the running back in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. Anderson snaps it, hands it off to Swales. Swales runs it to the left and brings it just past the original line of scrimmage. Set up shop around the 18-yard line or so. Second and about 8 or 9.
Caden Grimm.
So we're seeing a nice mix of the runs. No passing plays yet, although they haven't had a lot of nice snaps though to get the pass up. Anderson, same look again. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to Swales. Swales to the left, cutting it over across the 10, and pushes his way and is brought down inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal as the Wildcats have just marched right down the field here. 1st and goal on the, looks like about the 7-yard line. 2 receivers on each side. Swales to his right. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales. Swales cuts it up the middle and breaks the goal line. And no call yet, but looking like it's a touchdown Wildcats. 7-6. We saw a lot of offense in the first quarter last week. And again here in the first quarter, touchdowns on both sides of the ball. So it'll be Derscheid who lines up for the extra point to tie this game up. Saw a ton of touchdowns in that first quarter against Roscommon last week. Already very similar here tonight. Derscheid, the left-footed kicker, lines it up. Snap is on, the place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Looks like there was a flag on the play.
Flag down on the point after try.
And they'll have to march it back, so we'll see if they continue to go with the kick. Derscheid has a powerful leg. Definitely still within range. He can definitely hit one within the 20-yard line, which you don't see a whole lot at the high school level. We'll see what they're going with here. Looks like they're still going to go with the kick. Hayden Anderson, the placeholder. Derscheid lines it up. Pine River showing a bit of a rush here on the kick. The snap, the place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-7, 9:49 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a break after this quick couple 1-2 punches here in the first quarter. We'll be back in 90 seconds, or excuse me, 60 seconds here on B103.9.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Evart. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Evart on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Welcome back here on B103.9, getting ready for another kickoff here presented by Evart. 7-7, 9:49 to go here in the first quarter. It's been an eventful opening couple minutes here of this game. We'll see what Pine River has in store here on their second chance at the kick return. Mason Google, the man back deep who ran it 90 yards to the house. We'll see if they can try to do something again, but really you got to open it up to those front 2 lines on the receiving side. Really open up that wide hole to allow them to, you really could have driven a train through that hole. That's how wide it was. But Evart with the response. Now Evart will try to recoup on defense. Bryson Derscheid on the kick. It is up and received around the 5-yard line. Jericho Holmes cuts to his left, stumbles a little bit, cuts into his right, across the 30, down the 35, 40, stiff-arms, and is brought down right in front of the 45-yard line. And man, Evart right now holding their breath there on that kick return. Lucky enough to bring them down. And so the Bucks will set up shop around the 43-yard line officially here. 1st and 10, and we'll get our first look at their offense. It's a similar style looking offense as you'll see for Evart. Very spread type of look, but they're not afraid to run it. Of course, winning 21-6 against Lake City, the team who Evart lost to 2 weeks ago. Hunter Johnson, the quarterback, in the shotgun, pistol formation look. Receiver in motion as he runs to the right, flips it to that receiver. That's Google, runs it around the right side and is met by a defender, but trucks his way through and gets maybe to the 50-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 4 here for the Bucks.
2nd and 4.
15th annual Armed Forces Trophy battle between these two schools. Evart has owned this rivalry over the last 5 years, but Pine River trying to take it back here tonight. Johnson with the receiver in motion, hands it off to, fakes it to that receiver. And Johnson will keep it himself as he gets stopped just short of the 1st down line. So it'll be about 3rd and inches here with 8:47 to go in the first. 7-7 is our score.
Brought down by McCoy and Mitchell.
Kick 6 to open up the game by Pine River, and then Evart responded by going right down the field, running the ball, averaging about 10 yards a play. So still waiting on the play call. Everybody checking their wristbands on Pine River's side. And they'll see if Evart can continue their 3rd down success defensively. Johnson, the receiver in motion, going to his left. He tosses it, and Evart sniffs it, but it's a nice juke by Holmes, who gets brought down around the 42-yard line. There is a flag on the play. It was enough for 1st down, but we'll see if this will be brought back. Will be an unfortunate penalty for Pine River. That's looking like they're pointing towards that way. Still waiting on the call. And it's going to go against a late hit out of bounds by Evart. Bit of a questionable call. It looked like it was one of those, hey, just trying to get him out of bounds type of thing. But anyway, Pine River will pick up a few more added on to that. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. Everett's 26, that is. 8:05 here to go in the first. Pine River charging. We'll see what they got here in store. A lot of in-motion looks here for this offense. Johnson with another receiver in motion. He'll fake it off to his running back, who hands it off to his receiver, who breaks down the left sideline across the 20, 15, cuts to his right, and is brought down across the 10-yard line. Another big pickup on the jet sweep fake look for Pine River. It should be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. And Evart, or correction, Pine River looking to throw another punch at this defense that has done fairly well for themselves. They've had 2 games out of their 3 that they've played that they've scored, or they've allowed more or under 20 points. So now we're getting a whistle here from the refs as they try to figure things out. They're calling over Pine River's coaches. I'm not quite sure what they're discussing here. It's one of those things that it's at the high school level, so you don't see it necessarily really that much anywhere, but you almost wish you had that microphone that went over the PA speakers like you do in college football games. So 7:42 here in the first. First and goal at the 10 for Pine River as they try to recapture this lead. And man, something tells me it's going to be another offensive night, another high-scoring affair. Nothing wrong with that. Two receivers on each side running back behind Johnson. Receiver in his motion left to right, hands it off to that receiver, who runs it around the right side and pokes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pine River, 13-7. Looks like it was Mason Google yet again on the run. He has been busy here early tonight, providing most of the offensive power for the Bucks. And here's Google again for the point after attempt. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-7. 7:15 to go here in the first.
7:15 to go in the quarter. Bucks 14.
Man, a lot of offense here early. Evart with no answer. They had one shot on third down, and they were unsuccessful. And it was a penalty, a late hit out of bounds for Everett's defense that really cost them what would have been a shutdown drive. Well, tonight's broadcast wouldn't be possible without some of our sponsors. Worth Landscaping, Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, Ina Store, Evart Dairy Whip, Northland Area Federal Credit Union. I think all of our sponsors throughout this season makes this football season a lot of fun. Traveling to a lot of small neighborhoods, seeing a lot of new places, calling a lot of good football too. So Pine River lining up for the kick. It'll be Bryson Derscheid who will be back to deep to return. Hayden Anderson to his right.
Jericho Holmes to kick it away for the Bucks. Noah Vanderlyn deep for the Wildcats.
7:15 to go here in the first. The kick is down and away. And Vanderlyn is going to have to pick it up within his own 10. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to do this. Across the 10, across the 15. Stiff arms a guy and is brought down in front of the 25.
Vanderlyn takes the kick up to the 25-yard line.
And the Wildcats will set up right in front of the 25-yard line. And I think the look there for Noah Vanderlyn was to just let the ball bounce and roll into the end zone and potentially get a touchback. But sometimes this grass a little too long, and well, as the sun goes down, the grass will get a little bit more wet, and it kind of kills any sort of bounce that you're going to have on the ball. So now we're getting a whistle here by the refs. Now we're ready to go. Ball boy taking forever to get off the field. Two receivers on each side of Aiden Anderson. Cameron Swales to the right of him. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales. Swales cuts to his left across the 30 and is brought down. And it should be about 2nd and 3 here.
Picks up 7 yards.
Under 7 to go here, 6:54 officially.
Number 5, Jericho Holmes.
As one has been an eventful night of football here in the first quarter. 21 points combined. Two receivers to his right, one to his left. Anderson snaps the ball. High snap again. Anderson's going to have to keep it. Stiffs arms the guy. And let's see, should have enough for the first down.
Aiden Anderson takes it off right tackle. Brought down.
We'll see if they get it to him. Looks like he's going to be stopped just short. So 3rd and inches here for the Wildcats. And right now the center for the Wildcats, Gabe Mitchell, struggling snapping the ball. He's had a ton of high snaps, something we haven't really seen at all this season. Still no passes from Aiden Anderson. Potentially maybe a couple of pass plays that.
It's going to be a first down.
And they're going to give the first down to the Wildcats. So 1st and 10 at the 32. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales, who runs it up to Gut, across the 40, across the 45, 50, spins his way through, and is tackled right in front of the 40-yard line. Flips the field, and what a nice run by Swales, who's on fire right now. And what happened to this Evart offense? A team that passed for over 470 yards a week ago, just been running the ball across the play, but unfortunately, there was a flag on the play, and the play will be brought back.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty, and we'll replay first down.
So it'll be first down and a little bit longer this time. We'll see if we see our first pass play of the game. Here we go. 1st and 20. Anderson snaps the ball. Tries to keep it from Swales. The ball is fumbled. And I believe Evart was able to jump back on it, but miscommunication between Anderson and Swales. And man, oh man, it's kind of feels like Everett's a little bit rattled right now here in the first quarter. 5:30 to go. 14-7 Pine River leads it.
About 3 yards, brings up second down.
Anderson wanted to pick up his arm sleeve there after he got ripped off. And now I'm sure we're going to see a pass play here. We're going to see that Anderson to Johnson connection tonight. Anderson snaps the ball, fakes it off to Swales. Anderson's going to keep it running up the middle, across 45, 40, and it's brought down right in front of the 45-yard line. So it should be 3rd and just short of the first down. Anderson with the nice run option there. .446 to go. Anderson snaps the ball. He'll hand it off to Swales. He runs it up the middle and will get enough for the first time. Barely, though.
Keeps his legs.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 45. Everett's 45, that is. So a drive, a nice job to rebound after what was almost a daunting 22 yards to the first down line. And right now, Pine River giving Evart a run for their money here in the first quarter. Anderson with the receiver in motion, moving it to his left, hands it off to the receiver. Actually, Anderson keeps it up the middle and is brought down for another first down in front of the 40-yard line.
Picks up 14 yards.
Kicked it off to Brandon Magnuson there. 4:15 to go here in the first. Anderson doing a nice job at reading a lot of these plays. Anderson, two receivers on each side of him. Swales to his right as well. And fakes it off to Swales. He'll keep it, runs it up to the right side, misses, makes a couple defenders miss, and then is finally brought down and about the 37, 38-yard line. It'll be second about half here.
Brought down by number 6, Eli Smith.
Evart running the ball like their life depends on it here early. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales, runs it up the middle, and this time they sniffed it out.
Well, straight ahead.
You get enough for the first down? I don't believe so. It's going to be 3rd and short here.
Brought down by number 71, Hunter Shelton. 3rd and 2 coming up to the Cats.
Anderson, still no pass plays for these Wildcats. Snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales. He runs it up the middle. It's enough for first down.
Cameron Swales, that'll be first down, Wildcats.
And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Entering the red zone area. 2:30 to go here in the first. 14-7, Pine River leads it. This has been a long, methodical drive here for Evart, really wearing down this defense, and this defense hasn't really had any idea of how to stop this run. Receiver in motioning left to the right. Anderson hands it off to the receiver, cuts it open to the left, across the middle, and across the 25, eventually brought down a couple of yards in front of the 20.
23-yard line. And 9.
Will be just short of the first down. 2nd and about 2 here. 1 or 2 to go here in the first. Anderson all by his lonesome in the backfield. Swales in motion and going right to left. Hands it off to Swales, who runs it up the left side and is eventually brought down across the 15. And they are approaching 1st and goal territory here. 1:25 to go. They have really taken the game in their own hands here. They have just marched right down the field. A ton of plays on this drive, and now we're going to get a timeout by Pine River with 1 minute and 2 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll step aside for 60 seconds of ourselves. 14-7, Pine River leads it. You're listening to Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Evart Public Schools and all Evart athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Welcome back here on B103.9. Aiden Anderson all by himself in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on each side. Receiver in motioning, going right to left. Hands it off to that receiver. It's Vanderlyn who runs it up down the left sideline and shoves the receiver to the ground, but it's going to be about 2nd and about 2 or 3 here. So we're inside the 10. The touchdown for Evart is inevitable at this point. Still no passes for Evart. Perhaps they're working on something, but they're running the ball quite well here tonight. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales. Actually, Anderson's going to keep it, runs it up the middle, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
He's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
They're going to mark him down, and he tried to dive for it. Didn't quite go his way. Not the best of views for myself from up here. Further away the game gets. 14-7. Here in the first quarter, 30 seconds to go. Clock ticking. And now we're getting some whistles. Not sure about what. I think either a helmet issue or an injury here as the Bucks have to swap a couple players. 27.3 here officially. And now we're ready to go. Aiden Anderson, 2 receivers on each side. And he's got Vanderlyn in the backfield with him. He'll keep it himself. Anderson cuts into the left and across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. With 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 14-13. Bucks still lead it. PAT will tie it here. And one of the longest methodical drives you've seen all season from this Evart football team. Started with the ball in their own territory at the 25 and just ran the ball down the throats of the Bucks. Nothing better than some good old-fashioned run the ball. You know the locals have got to like that type of play. Dershide on for the kick. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-14 as the Wildcats tie it up. And they'll have to kick it off and have to be a little bit worried about this kick return team. They've been lethal for Pine River. Last thing you want to do is go into the break, or the first quarter break, down. We'll stay right here. Stay here until the end of the first half. But Cameron Swales, the only other person that has more rushing yards than him on the season is the quarterback, Aiden Anderson. Swales, well, 132 yards entering today's game, and he has ran the ball all over the place tonight. But taking a look at some of the statistical leaders here entering today's slate of games. Anderson, number 1 in the state with 813 passing yards. Lucas Johnson, first in the state in receiving yards with 444. He broke the school record last week. Just an insane pop-off night for him. 243 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 9 catches. Just went off. And of course, Noah Vanderlyn, a couple slots down from Lucas Johnson with 259 overall yards. It's 9th in the state. Dershide's kick is off and away. A little bit of a lower kick off the hands. And Pine River is going to have to pick it up. They're getting met by a bunch of Wildcats. Staying on his feet still, and is brought down. Didn't make his way to the 30. A little setup.
Brought down by Coonan.
Around the 28-yard line here. 7 seconds remain here on the first quarter. Well, last week we saw a continuous clock running towards the end of that game. I don't think we're going to see that here tonight. I'm sure that scoreboard is going to be quite filled with points on each side. But now we'll get our second look of the offense here. Hunter Johnson in the pistol formation, receiver moving right to left, hands it off to one of the receivers on the fake give, and it's Google again, and he brings it across the first down marker, and that will end the first quarter. A great way to end the first quarter. Pine River flirting with an upset here in the first after one. 14-14. We'll step aside for a quick 60 seconds. You're listening to Evart Wildcats Football here on B103.9.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight. and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Welcome back here on B103.9. Osceola Fairgrounds is the location. Everett and Pine River is the game. As we get a fresh 12 minutes on the scoreboard, 14-14 is the score, and Pine River hanging around with Everett. They're really giving them a run for their money. Quite literally. Pine River opened up the game with a kick, 90-yard kick six. That was by Google. And now we're going to see what they've got in story here. Hunter Johnson, the quarterback in the pistol formation. We've seen kind of a similar style to what Lake City ran. A lot of, although there's a lot more pre-snap motion coming from Pine River this time around. Hunter Johnson ready to go here. Two receivers on each side. Running back behind him. Johnson motioning. Hands it off to his receiver, who is brought down right in front of the 40, so maybe about a pickup of a yard or so. 2nd and 9. And we saw this, we've seen the struggles all season long with the rush and this Wildcats defense. Wasn't as much of an issue last week, but a couple weeks before that, they let up a combined over 500 rushing yards in the first 2 weeks. And it reflected in their record as well. Johnson motioning his receiver left to right, pitches it to that receiver. It's Google who cuts to his right, and then is brought down. Another pickup of about maybe a yard.
Maybe picks up a yard.
So 3rd and 8 here, and Everett trying to force their first 3 and out of the night. That would be a huge win for this defense to try to give their offense a chance to go right down and take their first lead of the night. Now a big play call coming up here for Pine River. We'll see what kind of adjustments Ben Bryant and co. came up with in those quick 60 seconds in between quarters. Johnson, different type of look in the backfield. Receiver left to right, fakes it off to Google. Johnson is brought down, being in the backfield for a tackle for loss of about 5. And it's going to be about 4th and 12 here. And for the Pine River, about the flag on the play. For Everett, you're hoping that goes towards Pine River. There's going to be a false start on Pine River, and that's about the best case scenario, it feels like, for Pine River. Get another crack at trying to grab that first down. And this is no accept or decline penalty for Ben Bryant. This is, well, it happened before the snap, so they get another shot. So a mistake, but maybe it's not. See what Pine River will go with here. We haven't seen Pine River pass it at all tonight. Just a lot of pre-snap motion from the receivers. So Hunter Johnson in that pistol formation, running back right behind him, 2 receivers on each side. Receiver, Google, left to right, moves back in the shotgun, throws the deep ball down the end zone, and it's picked off. Lucas Johnson grabs it, misses a couple tackles, running down the left sideline across the 50, 45, and tackled out of bounds. And about the 43-yard line, and injects some life into this crowd. There was a flag on the play right after the interception. Lucas Johnson, we talked about his impressive night passing. Well, that's his first catch, technically, of the night, and it wasn't even from his quarterback. Hunter Johnson, the pass was nowhere near his receiver.
It'll be marked off from the spot of the foul.
The penalty is going to go against Evert. They'll still retain possession here.
1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
So 9:59 to go here in the first half. 14-14 is our score. Everett with a chance to grab their first lead of this game. So Everett ran the heck out of the ball in the first quarter. We'll see what they've got here in the second. 2 receivers on each side. It's Cameron Swales in the backfield with him. Anderson snaps the ball, fakes it off to Swales. He'll keep it, run it up the middle, across the 40, and brought down around the 35. And that'll be enough for another 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Make that the 36-yard line.
We'll start with the ball at the 36. And Aiden Anderson has just done that all night long, where he has really pulled the ball a ton. And there's been a lot of equipment issues for Pine River here tonight, as you got a ref working on what appears to be Cohen Eli, one of the defensive linemen there. But now we're all ready to go. Same look, same formation for the Wildcats. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales, who runs it up the gut and brought down in front of the 30.
Cameron Swales takes it
Nice
off
pickup of about 5. He's 2nd and 5 here
Picks up about 4
at
yards.
the 32-yard line.
Paul Schrader.
9:20 to go here in the second. It's been an offensive game. We finally saw a defensive stop for the first time tonight. Can Pine River pull out a defensive stop? We'll see. Everett's charging. 2nd and 6. Anderson, high snap again. Anderson's going to have to create some magic, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Big loss of about 5 there. It'll be 3rd and 11 here. 3rd and 12 officially, it looks like. And these struggles for the center, Gabe Mitchell, tonight continues.
12 coming up for the Wildcats.
A night unlike any other that we've seen. Anderson with the receiver right to left in motion. Fakes it off to receiver, hands it off to Swales instead, who runs it up the middle, across the 30, and brought down at the 25. That'll be a 1st down. And a huge pickup for the sophomore Cameron Swales.
First down.
And their run game is just unstoppable tonight. Maybe a bit of a different, maybe this is all by design. They've passed the ball a ton, now a chance to work on their run game, and well, tonight it's working for them. And don't fix what isn't broke. Anderson with 1 receiver on the left, 3 on the right, snaps the ball. It's fumbled again. Anderson with a pass down the left sideline, and it is picked off. Eli Smith with the catch in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Intercepted in the end zone.
And both drives ending in an interception, the last 2, and the defense is on display here in the second quarter. Man, oh man, what a game this has been tonight. So 7:37 here to go in the second quarter. 14-14 is still our score, and Everett with a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. Aiden Anderson fumbled the snap and tried to get rid of it quickly, and it wasn't one of his finest throws. Nothing like what we saw last week or even the weeks prior.
Yeah, the yellow LEDs are matches. I don't like the white.
So we'll see if Everett's defense has another stop in them. Pine River will set up at the 20-yard line. Hunter Johnson with a couple running backs beside him. And we'll hand it off to his running back, who is tripped up and tackled, gain of about 2 or so.
Number 24, Logan Malcolmson, ball carrier, brought down by
The running back from the junior Logan Malcolmson on the carry. We've seen a lot of the handoffs done by receivers tonight. First time we've seen it with the running back. Hunter Johnson, a couple of running backs beside him again. Johnson Gets the entire defensive line for Evart to jump. Defensive lineman Alex Rodolewski pushed over the center, and a credit to Pine River's offensive line for not moving. So that'll make the attempt for a first down for Pine River even better. And nice job by Hunter Johnson to get the entire team to bite on that. Perhaps the high school version of an Aaron Rodgers call.
Makes it 2nd down and 3.
Aaron Rodgers, one of the best fake snap callers of all time. Hunter Johnson in the pistol formation. Snaps the ball, low snap, hands it off to his back, who runs it to the right side and makes a couple of defenders miss, but eventually he's brought down at the 30. And are they going to give him the first down? They will. That's enough for a 1st and 10 at the 30. Pine River's 30 is where they're at. 6:10 to go here in the second quarter.
Helmet walking around the stands here.
The Bucks
Look for number 26 for the Bucks.
are trying to grab a lead right before halftime. Perhaps milk out this clock and make Evart be down going into the locker room. Johnson trying to make the defense jump yet again. Unsuccessful though. Johnson snaps the ball, hands it off to his back. This is Malcolmson again, who runs to the left side and is tripped up. Gain of about 2
yards before he's brought down by number 2, Aiden Anderson.
Quarterback Aiden Anderson on the tackle. Armed Forces night here, the rivalry that has been going on for 15 years now. Pine River trying to put an end to this 5-game losing streak that they've had against Evart. Johnson, pistol formation. Snaps the ball, hands it off to Malcolmson. It's a fake, and he tries to do a quick pass. It was intended to Jericho Holmes, and incomplete. This will be 3rd and 7. Interesting play call there. Hunter Johnson has not looked very good throwing the ball tonight.
3rd and 7 coming up for Pine River.
Ofer in his first few. Had an arm punt in one of them. And just hasn't been very accurate. Under 5 to go, 4:58 to go. Johnson, same look again. Receiver motioning right to left, hands it off to Google, and there's a flag on the play. False start on Pine River, so this will move the ball back. This is not what you were looking for here.
False start against the Bucks.
That'll push the ball back a few yards. It'll be 3rd and 12 now instead of 3rd and 7. And this could have been a really big statement drive for Pine River. Instead, it is stalled out here just before midfield. But if you're Evart, you're hoping to get the ball back and see what Aiden Anderson has to do to recover here. Potentially score maybe before halftime, get the ball back at halftime, trying to make a 2-possession lead. Hunter Johnson snaps the ball in the shotgun. He's throwing. He rolls out to his right, and he is sacked at the 20. A big loss on the play.
Joseph Coonan along with Caleb Maxfield.
A loss of almost 12 there. So it'll be 4th and 20 here. Officially. And it's going to be punting time here. The man, Mason Hugel, will be the punter here. He's the jack of all trades. He does everything. A fantastic punt by Google. Nice spiral, too. This will bounce around the 35, flips the field, and Evart will watch it roll as it rolls out of bounds. And Evart will try to take the lead as they set up shop there at the 28-yard line, it appears.
A flag came in at the end of the play.
But another flag, so we'll see what happens here, if Evart will move back even further or not. Correction, it is going to be on the 26-27 yard line. The field looking phenomenal here tonight.
Personal foul against both teams. That'll be an offsetting penalty.
You hear it there by public address announcer Josh Johnson.
The last time I crashed my bike was
Personal foul on both sides. It'll offset.
drug these things out on the school parking lot. I hit the side of the hood.
So 3:46 to go here in the second quarter.
3:46 to go in the half. The Wildcats begin
14-14 is our score. No points scored here in this half.
I was mobbing, right? I had no helmet on. I was trying to be
Aiden Anderson in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. Cameron Swales joining them in the backfield.
How far is it?
They're looking for the play call from Ben Bryant on the sideline.
My friend came over and got me. My bike was like literally folded like a game.
Now we're ready to go. Aiden Anderson snaps the ball. Fakes it off to Swales. He'll throw it down the right sideline. He's got a man and is caught and brought across the 40. Lucas Johnson. Who else would it be? A big first down on the first play of this drive. And there's that passing off. It's the first time that we've seen Evart complete a pass tonight. Just their second attempt.
I've been here for 2 years. 56th grade.
Now they're in enemy territory here on the 39. Same look for Anderson. And he hands it off to Swales, who runs it up the gut, across the 35, and brought down around the 34-35 yard line.
brought down by number 8.
So Evart not wasting any time on this drive. Again, 14-14. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Clock ticking. Anderson snaps the ball. Hands it off to Swales again, who runs it up the middle. And is brought down across the 30, and should be enough for a first down. And actually, they're going to mark him just short. 3rd and 1 here.
Number 75, Paul Freyer.
So we'll see what they have in store here on 3rd and short. A high snap, hands it off to Swales, who runs it up the middle again and tripped up and lowers his shoulder and gets tackled right around the 15-yard line.
Down to the 15-yard line. First down, Wildcats.
And right now, Pine River looking gassed, as though they have really used all of their energy here in this first half on just trying to keep this game tied, or at very least, now at moments, giving them the lead. So now we're getting another official's timeout. We get another helmet issue for this Pine River team. We've seen that a ton here tonight. This time it looks like it's one of their secondary players. Now we're ready to go. Aiden Anderson. 2 minutes to go here in the second. 2 receivers on each side. Swales in the backfield. He motions out to his left, and he'll dump it off to Swales. Swales across the 15 and brought down in front of the 10. And it'll be second down at the Bucks 13-yard line. Evart not rushing. They're trying to let that clock wind down. 1:30 to go. Trying to score right before half, where then they'll get the ball back to start the second half. Anderson snaps the ball and fakes it off to Swales. He'll cut to his right, misses a defender across the 5 and brought down at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal with the clock still winding down. Aiden Anderson just with impeccable awareness to make defenders miss. Really drags his leg and has quick feet. It's what you'd like to see in a quarterback. Clock under a minute now, 50 seconds to go. Evart taking their time. I don't know if they notice how much time is left. But I think for them, they're thinking, hey, one play, we should be able to poke it into the end zone. But Pine River is seeing this right now, and they're like, hey, so now we're going to get a timeout on Evart. 36 seconds to go officially. We're going to take a quick 60-second break, catch our breath, and we'll come back for the final 36 when we come back. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on WBZX Big Rapids.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Evart carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Evart football game broadcasts.
Welcome back here on B103.9, 14-14, 36 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Evart lining up on the 4-yard line, Pine River's 4-yard line, that is. Trying to take a score right before half. Anderson snaps it, keeps it himself, runs it up the middle, across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. 2014 is our score now. And the Wildcats with their first lead of the ball game. All the way here with 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. Evart wasted a lot of time on that drive, did exactly what they hoped, and now they're just hoping to get a stop on the kickoff, and furthermore, not allow any other big plays offensively for Pine River. So Derscheid is on for the kick. Anderson snaps the ball, puts the ball down. Derscheid's kick is up, and Derscheid's kick is good. 21-14. Evart leads it.
Derscheid's point after kick is good.
34.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And Evart has just pounded the rock all night long, and Pine River really hasn't had any way to stop it. The only time they've really came up with a couple stops was an interception that was thrown on Aiden Anderson, or by Aiden Anderson, in the end zone. So we'll see what Pine River has in store. If they can try to tie it up right before half, if they can do that, that's got to be demoralizing for this Evart team. That is the last thing that you're looking for here. Lights are on, or beyond the days of the sun still being in the sky past 8 o'clock nowadays. Beautiful night for football, though. 70 degrees, not too hot, not too cold. The wind turned off for now. It was pretty windy before the game today. Clear skies all around. Beautiful sunset. Oh, sunsets in northern Michigan are always beautiful. I like to argue I'm the broadcaster for the Traverse City Pit Spitters, and the sunsets there at Turtle Creek Stadium are unlike any other. If you ever get a chance to go out to one of those games, I highly recommend it, especially on a beautiful day. Derscheid lined up for the kick, and he will just pooch it, and it's bobbled, and Evart unable to recover it, but Pine River had the fall on it at the 23-yard line officially, and that could have been real danger for Pine River. Had they not recovered that, Evart would have had only 23 yards to go to the goal line with 30 seconds to go, and it could have been looking like how everybody thought this game was going to go. So with 31 seconds officially on the scoreboard, we'll see what Pine River has in store. Are they going to be aggressive here, or are they going to just run the ball and head into the locker room? I'd say try to be aggressive. Try to break open for a big play. Never know what happens. Especially at this level. Johnson, pistol formation. Receiver motioning right to left. That's Google. He'll pitch it to Google. Google cuts open to his right, down the left sideline. Still not tackled. Across the 35 and brought down. A nice pickup. And we are going to get a timeout by Pine River with 24.1 seconds to go. That is their first. I believe, that is their second timeout call this half.
Second of the half.
They've got one remaining, so you're going to need another huge pickup here. The passing game hasn't looked very good for Pine River tonight. One interception, one ball that was falling quite short that was up the middle. (21-14), Evart leads it. They are the only ones to score here in the second quarter. Both teams scoring 2 touchdowns in the first. It has been a defensive showcase here in the second quarter. So now we're ready to go. Johnson, pistol formation again. Receiver in motioning left to right. He'll pitch it off to Google, who runs it around the right side. He's got an opening and is brought down in front of the 50-yard line.
Right side.
And
Picks up 8 yards.
head coach for Pine River saying, hey, let's hurry it up here. 8 seconds to go. Johnson quickly throwing the ball. He'll throw it left. It's caught. Google will get hit out of bounds, and with 0.2 seconds to go, the clock will stop. So one last play here in the first half.
Along with Cameron Swales.
And we're going to get a timeout by Pine River with 0.2 seconds to go. And hey, I mean, you got to go 46 yards here to the end zone. And you know, this is one of the better passing defenses that you're going to see in the Highland Conference. So your chances are very unlikely when it comes to the pass, but maybe you can have a little bit of a trickery here and maybe break something into the end zone. Well, once again, we would like to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast and every Friday night's broadcast possible. QB Propane, AJ's Event Center, Big Rapids Roofing, RCB Contracting, Lang Mechanical, and Ice Mountain Natural Spring Water. If you want a chance to sponsor Evart Wildcats football, we'll give you that number here in a second. Johnson, pistol formation again. One last heave here. He'll keep it. He moves back, and he's got to evade some pressure, and he's sacked for a loss, and that's how the first half will end.
Joseph Coonan, that'll be the final play.
Well, at the end of the first half, Evart 21,
Wildcats 21.
Pine River 14. We'll have an extended halftime here as Armed Forces Night here tonight. There's special presentation going on between both schools' marching bands and some other 50-50 raffle tickets. We'll talk about it in a little bit coming out of halftime. Again, Evart leads at 21-14 heading into the locker room. Quite the night here for offense. 14 points scored on both sides in the first quarter. It was a kick 6 by Pine River. He took it to the house and really threw the first punch. Evart responded accordingly, running the ball, doing nothing but runs during the entire first quarter. They tied it up at 7, and then Pine River almost broke away for another kick 6, but they evaded that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Drove themselves all the way down. They scored. Evart responded right before the end of the first quarter, tied it up at 14 apiece. And then it was all defense in the second quarter for the most part. A couple of interceptions on both sides, and the game, the second quarter ended with Evart driving down the field. scoring within the final minute. And that's how we got to this point. So we'll step aside for quite a while. We got an MHSAA pregame halftime show coming up. Again, Evart leads at 21-14 over the Pine River Bucks. I'll be back for your second half. You're listening to B103.9.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
4 decades calling high school sports on the radio, and more kids than ever are playing high school sports. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. For the last 40 years, listeners to Sheboygan football games on WCBY have heard the same voice.
Mike Grisdale tonight, a very sunny evening here at Western Avenue.
Mike Grisdale has been on the air calling games for Sheboygan since 1985, and on Friday, September 13th, Sheboygan named its press box after Grisdale. In addition to football, he's called nearly 1,000 Sheboygan basketball games as well. And the game he called after having the press box named for him turned out to be quite a thriller. Elk Rapids took a 23-0 lead over Sheboygan before the Chiefs scored 30 straight points to win.
And that'll do it. Chiefs come back from 23 down, and they are going nuts on the near sideline.
Adam Burry, a little bit of spirit there to him. Awesome. Great for these guys.
Final score, Sheboygan 30. Elk Rapids 23. The Chiefs go 2-1.
That comes courtesy of WCBY. Nate King is Grisdale's broadcast partner. Subscribers to the NFHS Network can also hear Grisdale's call of Sheboygan games. Just go to NFHSnetwork.com. And for more on Grisdale's story, please check out MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Manchester's Jesse Sangster. He scored 4 times in a 5-1 win over Leslie and is now the all-time leading soccer scorer at Manchester with 94 career goals. Big Rapids tennis player Ari Ziska, he won his 103rd individual match against Vicksburg, making him the school's all-time leader. And at Union City's Gracie Phelps. She had 86 assists, 11 kills, and 36 digs during the Charger Classic, helping lead Union City to a tournament title.
Have a recent high school grad? They could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
In volleyball, a libero is a defensive player who plays in the back row. It's a fairly new position as it was introduced in 1998, and the libero plays by some unique rules. The libero wears a different color jersey from the rest of the team, so they are easily identifiable. Only one libero can be designated for each set of a match. The libero can serve, but cannot perform an overhead set in the front of the attack line or complete an attack if the ball is above the net. The libero is never allowed to rotate to the front line. The libero is the first line of defense, often passing to the setter and covering open spaces. The libero can be replaced without restriction, but in the event of an injury, can only be replaced by the player the libero originally replaced.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Participation in Michigan high school sports continues to rank among the best in the nation despite declining student enrollment. That's according to the annual participation study by the National Federation of State High School Associations. Overall, Michigan ranks 8th nationally with nearly 290,000 total participants. The total counts students for each sport played, meaning students who are multiple sport athletes are counted more than once. This outpaces Michigan's national rank in high school age population, which is 10th. Nationwide, participation topped 8 million for the first time ever. For the boys' sports, Michigan ranks 7th overall, with boys bowling leading the nation in participation. Skiing is 3rd, boys golf and ice hockey are both 4th. On the girls' side, Michigan ranks 8th overall, with bowling, skiing, golf, and tennis all coming in 3rd for their respective sports. More than 35,000 students in Michigan play football. That's the most of all sports in the state. For more on participation, including the benefits of playing multiple sports, please visit MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy with a Generac home standby generator at the ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, 989-598-0534.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Evart football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Evart carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Hey Northern Michigan, Rich Smulligan here from the Ina store in beautiful downtown Ina. Fall is particularly beautiful here in Ina, but we all know what follows it. Right now, it's time to prepare for all that snow with a new Boss snowplow for your truck or utility vehicle. You'll be ready to restore order to your driveway or parking lot with a new Michigan-made Boss snowplow. Call us today at the Ina store, your Cadillac area Boss plow dealer, for a great preseason deal before winter hits.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Everett, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Everett. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Everett on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Everett's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Everett. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Everett football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Everett athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy with a Generac home standby generator at the ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, 989-598-0534.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Everett. Miller Liquidators and store fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Everett community for years, both for local stores and the Everett football team. Miller Liquidators and store fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Everett football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Everett at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Welcome back here on B103.9. About a minute to go until we kick off the second half. The halftime performance is finished, and we're getting ready to go. Wildcats lead at 21-14 over the Pine River Bucks. It was an offensive first quarter, defensive second quarter. We'll see what the Wildcats have in store to start the second half, as they will be receiving to get things going. And, well, they scored right before the end of the first half and really set themselves up for success. Pine River has been hanging around, throwing a couple of punches here and there, and we'll see if the Wildcats can recover and perhaps start pulling away here. Well, again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors this evening for making every Friday night possible here on B103.9. Ice Mountain Natural Spring Water, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, Miller's Liquidators and Store Fixtures, Extremely Clean, Waldron Well Drilling, and, of course, B103.9. And if you want to sponsor, call your best friend Jen at 231-796-1103. Again, 231-796-1103. We'd love to have you on here. And, well, Everett looking to improve to 3-1 on the season and trying to force Pine River to go to 1-3 on the season. And, well, Everett has a lot of potential to really make a deep run in this playoffs, but they really got to clean some things up. And I think a lot of it starts on the defensive end, really trying to convert on getting those third down stops. And offensively, you got to limit the penalties when you're on those big drives to potentially either tie or take the lead in the game. That is really the biggest key for them. And, well, defensively, their rushing defense has been amongst the worst in the state. Again, they let up over 500 combined rushing yards in their first 2 games of the season. Last week, it was a little bit died down. First time they hadn't let up over 200 yards all season long. But tonight, it's a similar ran offense that we saw in Lake City. A lot of in motion, a lot of trickery, not even trickery, but a lot of fake handoffs. You got to really pay attention. Ben Bryant talked last week about how to stop that. And he said, he assigned each player has an assignment. They have a player they have to watch. And, well, as young as this defense is, sometimes you panic, sometimes you pull away, and sometimes things open up and stuff like the score running up happens. And that's what happened in Lake City. Taking a look at the schedule coming up for the Wildcats. Well, we got some time here, about a minute to go until we kick off. But Everett will head back on the road for the first time in a couple of weeks. They'll head to Manton. And then they'll come home for the big conference matchup with Beale City. They got a rough couple of weeks coming up. They got Manton, Beale City, McBain, and Houghton Lake. They have McBain twice over the next month. But it will be a It'll be a fun couple of weeks. Some good football. I'm sure the blowouts will start dying down as teams start to become into one of their own. McBain, the only remaining undefeated team in the Highland Conference. Beale City in second, Houghton Lake in third, and Evart fourth. Lake City, Manton, Pine River, and Roscommon round out the Highland Conference here to start this 2024 season. As we get ready to go here, both teams getting ready to kick off. And we'll try to grab a look at some of the scoreboards here. More specifically, Division 7. A little bit harder. Not all teams update their scores, but Ithaca right now up 82-0 over Carleton of Saginaw. Excuse me. A monstrous lead over there. So what else we got going on in the Division 7? Muskota and Elk Rapids in action here. St. Mary Catholic Central playing Airport. Roscommon and McBain tonight. And now we're ready to go for the kickoff. Pine River kicks this one away. It'll be received right about the 20-yard line. And there's Noah Vanderlyn. He runs it out to the right side, cuts in across the 40 and tackled out of bounds. And that's where we'll start the second half of this game.
Number 24, Logan Malcolmson on the stop.
A nice return there by Noah Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn and Lucas Johnson, the 1-2 in terms of receivers on this team. So here we go again. It'll be Aiden Anderson in the backfield. Cameron Swales behind him. Two receivers on each side. We'll see if the passing game is more in effect here in the second half. Snaps the ball. And he'll keep it himself. Anderson around the left side, across the 45, across the 50, 45, 40. And brought down in front of the 35-yard line. And a big pickup here on the first play of the second half. Aiden Anderson again with the quarterback keeper. We've seen him do it all night long and has picked up monstrous gains on each time he has kept it. We'll see if he can continue that again here in this half. The ball on their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Here, third quarter. Anderson keeps it again and runs it up the middle, 35-30. Cuts over in the middle, 20, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown, Aiden Anderson. 2 plays for 6 points. Makes it a 2-possession lead for the Wildcats. 27-14, 11-13 to go here in the second quarter. Aiden Anderson wasting no time to find the end zone. 2 runs and a touchdown for him. And now it'll be Dryson Derscheid who goes on for the kick. And man, Pine River just came out sleeping out of the locker room. And now they'll have to find a way defensively. The kick is up, and the kick is good from Dryson Derscheid. So 28-14. 2 plays equals 7 points for the Wildcats. And what a way to start. That is exactly what you were hoping for if you were Ben Bryant. And I don't know what type of changes you saw in that locker room, but they went out looking like they drank their caffeine at halftime. Pine River is going to have to try to find a way. Down 2 possessions, a lot of football left to be played. But with a team like Evart, you got a lot of work to do. So Pine River setting up shop on the kick return. Google in the Back deep to receive. He's already taken one to the house. It was a 90-yard kick six to open up the game. Took him 13 seconds to go 90 yards. Faster than I could ever run 90 yards, that's for sure. So Bryson Derscheid getting ready to kick this ball down the field. And we'll see what kind of changes we make defensively as well. $11:13 on the clock after that quick 47-second drive. Derscheid's kick is up and away. A little bit of a pooch kick. And it is received around the 20-yard line. It is Jericho Holmes, who is met by a pack of Wildcats in between the 20 and 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 in their own territory.
Jackson Heiden.
11:07. The ball would be placed at the, looks like at the 22-yard line officially. We'll see what kind of changes if they can find a way to keep sniffing out this run that is presented by the Bucks. Holmes was a receiver motioning left to right and hands it off to that receiver, runs it down the right sideline across the 35 and brought down no further than that. A correction across the 30. There's a flag on the play. Pine River kind of marching backwards as if it's on them. Waiting for an official call by the officials. Pine River's pretty confident it was on them though. And still no hand motions from these officials. And there it is, holding on Pine River. And man, if you're trying to come back down 14 here in the third, you got to play a clean ball game. And if you don't play a clean ball game, you're never going to have a chance, especially at this level. It's a huge momentum killer. So now it is 1st and 20. Back deep in their own territory. 13-yard line is where the ball is placed. So they're going to have to look for a lot of in-motion type of stuff here. Holmes snaps the ball. He's throwing. He throws left, and the ball is just short out of the reach of one of the receivers. He's slow to get up.
Pass falls incomplete.
And you got a receiver limping here.
Braden Lahr was the intended receiver.
Braden Lahr will limp off the field. Jamin Whitmore will replace him. 2nd and 20 now. Clock stopped at 10:39 after the incompletion. And in the pistol formation again, they'll throw a screenplay out to Google off the left side, and he slips. And it was complete, but that grass getting wet, and he loses about 1 yard, so it'll be 3rd and 21.
3rd and long for Pine River.
And this has just been a disastrous opening offensive drive for Pine River. Not what you were hoping for coming out of half. And, you know, they kept pace with Evart for the entirety of that first half. And now, and just gets out of bounds as a player, and now they try to run some trickery. Google, actually, it's going to be another tackle loss. Johnson, they just keep moving back, and now it's going to be 4th and so very long.
By Gabe Mitchell.
And it's going to be, the ball is going to be placed at the 12-yard line.
4th down coming up for the Bucks.
And it's going to be punting time for Mason Google. He's standing in his own end zone, and this might be an opportunity to try to rush the punter here. The punt is up, and a great punt. It is bounced at the 45, and they're going to let it roll, and it will stop right on the 50-yard line Exactly. And that is where Evart will set up shop. And man, oh man, they chance to make it a 3-possession lead. Again, looking back to last week, you got to have 34-point lead for it to be a continuous running clock starting in the second half. A lot of work to go. You got to score at least 3 more touchdowns. And if you're getting to that point, you got to feel pretty confident in your offense. Your defense just forced a huge 3-and-out. Now Eden Anderson with a chance to work. He'll hand it off to Swales, who runs it up the middle, across the 45 and brought down. And a pickup of about 6 or 7 there on the play. It'll be second and about 4. And their own, or correction, Pine River's 44. Anderson, 2 receivers on each side. Swales to his right, snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales again, who runs it up the middle. Met at the line, but Swales is able to pick up about 1 or 2 yards on the play.
Swales picks up a tough yard.
About the first time that Pine River stuffed Cameron Swales in this running game. Are we going to see Pine River force the first 3-and-out of the game of Eden Anderson in this offense? Same look as we've seen all night. Anderson snaps the ball, bit low. Swales runs it up the middle, across the 40, 35, and down at the 30. And a big first down for Cameron Swales as he continues to run all over this defensive line for Pine River. 8:09 to go here in the third. 28-14, Evart leads it. And you've missed a good game, a slow start for Evart. But they're starting to awaken, and their offensive prowess is about to kick in high gear. I can feel it. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Anderson snaps it, keeps it himself, runs to the left side, across the 30, 35, and down, 25, and breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Evart. A 30-yard touchdown, QB keeper for Eden Anderson. Him and Cameron Swales have been all over the place tonight. Makes it 34-14, 7:39 to go here in the third. And this game is starting to get away from Pine River. They are desperately needing some hope. Their defense has no stop for them. They've made 1 stop all night long, and it was an interception. They finally forced a 3rd down, but was unable to get the stop. So Jackson Heiden on for the kick. The place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Makes it 35-14. 7:39 to go. We're going to step aside for a quick 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have kickoff. You're listening to B103.9.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Evart carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Welcome back here on B103.9. Jackson Heiden getting ready to kick off another one here. 7:39 to go here in the third quarter. Another quick touchdown drive. Eden Anderson capping it off with another rushing touchdown. 35-14. Well, Jackson Heiden, he's been quietly putting up a good night on special teams. He's made all 5 of his PATs tonight. He's missed at least 1 all year long. His kick is squibbed up the middle. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 And Pine River will pick it up around the 20. They're running it towards the left side. They've got an opening across the 40, 45-50, cuts to the right, 45-40 for a 35-30, and eventually brought down in front of the 25-yard line. Makes it 7.
He gets deep into Wildcat territory.
7:26 to go, 1st and 10, and a nice run there by Pine River.
Tackled by number 14, Dallas Langworthy.
And the special team struggles have kind of been the big issue here for Evart tonight. But there is a flag on the play, so that big return is going to be brought all the way back, and that has just been the kind of night for Pine River. They'll have the ball on the 41-yard line, their own 41.
There was a penalty on the Bucks on the kick return. And they will now start at the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for the Bucks. We'll see what they got offensively after having a 3-and-out and just moving backwards all drive long. Johnson snaps the ball and hands it off to his back, who is met at the line and maybe gets enough to pick up about 2 yards on the play.
And now goes
2nd and 8.
Malcolmson. Number 50, Joseph Kuhn.
Logan Malcolmson on the run.
A 3-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and 7.
And if I'm them, I would go back to what was working in that first quarter, and it was a lot of the wide receivers that were in motion. When you had that working for you, it was you saw a lot of positivity there in terms of yard gain. 6:50 to go as the Bucks come to the line here. Johnson snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who is met at the line yet again, and
in the ball carrier.
maybe got enough to get to the line of scrimmage. Malcolmson frustrated on the run. It's going to be 3rd and 7, and we'll see if Evart can force their 2nd consecutive 3-and-out here. Be a huge positivity vibes for Evart. 6:10 to go. As Pine River waits the call. Here, everybody checking their wristbands. It's like a flock of birds all moving together in sync when they all check their.
Hey, Northern Michigan. Rich Smulligan here from the Ina store in beautiful downtown Ina. Fall is particularly beautiful here in Ina, but we all know what follows it. Right now, it's time to prepare for all that snow with a new Boss snowplow for your truck or utility vehicle. You'll be ready to restore order to your driveway or parking lot with a new Michigan-made Boss snowplow. Call us today at the Ina store, your Cadillac area Boss plow dealer, for a great preseason deal before winter hits.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Evart. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Evart on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Sorry about these technical difficulties. Unfortunately, we got to deal with Wi-Fi, and well, that unfortunately took an unfortunate dump at a bad time. So anyway, 5 minutes to go here in the third. And the Bucks driving down the field, throwing left again, and overthrown to his intended receiver, Braden Lahr, on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now.
Down coming up for the Bucks.
For the Bucks. So we'll see what the Bucks have in store here. Johnson with the receiver in motion. He'll hand it off to his receiver who is in motion, and he is stuffed just beyond the 40-yard line there. So it'll be 4th down now, and a drive that was looking positive.
Down by Aiden Anderson. No gain on the play. 4th down coming up for Pine River.
So 4:25 with the clock still winding down, and I think it'll be Google here to go on for the punt. And they're going to go for it here on 4th and long. Receiver motioning right to left. And Johnson's going to keep it, but he is stopped in front of the first down line, and that's a turnover on downs. The Bucks really no other option but to go for it. Down 3 possessions here. So it'll be 3:57 to go here in the third, and a chance to make it a 4-possession lead for Evart. And they have yet to have been stopped here in the third quarter. High snap over the head of Anderson. Anderson's going to have to turn it into something. He's running down the left sideline, and he'll pick up about 2 or 3 yards. That ball went over his head, about 10 yards behind him. And we've seen that before. If you go all the way back to the opening game against Beaverton, the play that put Evart on top to win that game was a snap over the head of Aiden Anderson, who he picked it up and ran it in on a 4th and goal at the 30. Pretty spectacular play. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it out to Swales, runs it up the middle, across the 40, and brought down by the face mask. And I think he did pick up enough for the first time, but should be a penalty on Pine River there. Swales, although getting grabbed by the face mask, still managed to pick up an extra 5 yards after the occurrence. And so they'll mark it off. This is a big, costly penalty for this Pine River defense.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
So you heard it there, a 15-yard penalty on the play. Clock still winding down. 3:35 to go. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales, and who gets met at the line trying to break a tackle, still on his feet, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 here. A lot of the Pine River fans in front of me starting to clear out of the fairgrounds here in Evart. They have slowly realized the situation. Down 3 possessions here with 3 to go in the third. Aiden Anderson trying to drive on another touchdown drive here. Snaps the ball. He'll keep it himself. He's passing left, down the middle, caught, and he's got it. 15, 10, shoots to his left, across the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lucas Johnson with a 43-yard touchdown. Makes it 41-14. And this Pine River defense continues to collapse here in the second half. Lucas Johnson was the highlight of the week last week. Has made a couple of nights. They haven't passed very much at all. And, well, man, they had a secondary defender slip and fall to his knees, and that was pretty much it. As Johnson saw the light at the end of the tunnel and scored yet another touchdown on the season. So 2:43, Dreisen Derscheid on for the kick after the touchdown. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 6 for 6 on the night. 42-14, Evart leads it, and an explosion of offense here in the third. 28 unanswered points. We'll step aside for a quick 60-second break. You're listening to Evart Wildcats Football here on B103.9.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical, day or night, 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
5 and go.
Welcome back here on B103.9. 2:43 to here to go in the third. 42-14, Evart leads it. And one more score from Evart, and we're going to see that continuous clock roll out here. But Pine River trying to make that not happen. They have not had, it just feels like they have lost all energy in this game. Derscheid's kick is up and away, a bit of a line drive kick again. They're trying to really throw a loop in this kicking return. And this time, not as big of a game as what we've seen all night as he gets up across the 30. And Pine River will start 1st and 10 on the 32. So Pine River getting ready to go.
I'm sorry.
So 2:36 to go here on the 32. Pine River looking to get things going. Johnson with the snap. He looks back and he's going to keep it himself across the 40 and brought down. Looks like it might be enough for a first down.
That'll be first down Bucks.
It is. Move the chains. A nice little fake there by Hunter Johnson. Moved back looking like he was going to pass it. Kept it himself. Picked up a nice 10-yard gain. They got to try anything at this point. They got a lot of work to do. They got to find the end zone 4 times without allowing Evart to find the end zone themselves.
Is he doing better? Is he doing better?
So Johnson throws a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage. There's 3 Wildcats in the area, and he's tackled out of bounds. A loss of about 2.
Driven out of bounds,
so it'll be 2nd and long here. 1:51 to go here in the third.
No gain on the reception.
Oh, no. This is our one game early this season.
151. Hunter Johnson in that pistol formation. 3 trips right. 1 receiver out to his left. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to his back, who runs it up the middle, makes a couple defenders miss, and then is brought down.
Number 24.
Around the 344-yard line.
2, Aiden Anderson on the tackle. 3rd and 7 coming up for Pine River.
1:30 to go officially here. Clock winds down with the run. 3rd and 7. And there's 4-down territory here on out for Pine River. And there's really nothing else you can do about it. Johnson with the snap. Screen play again out to Google. Google trying to make a couple defenders miss. He does. He breaks it loose and is brought down in front of the 45-yard line. And that's enough for a first down. 1 minute to go officially here in the 3rd. Pine River charging right downfield, trying to avoid another defensive stop. They have not found themselves in the red zone at all here in the 3rd quarter. Evart has done a nice job defensively, now trying to find another way to stop him. Receiver in motioning right to left. Johnson hands it off to his back, who makes a nice pickup. And now you got some pushing and shoving going on down on the field.
Noah Vanderland.
And 15 seconds to go. And it looks like they're just going to let the clock wind out here to end the 3rd quarter. 3 seconds to 1. And there's the horn. At the end of the 3rd, 28 unanswered points by the Wildcats make it 42-14. And we'll step aside for 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll have a fresh 12 and the conclusion of this game. You're listening to Evart Wildcats Football here on WBZX Big Rapids.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Evart Public Schools and all Evart athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Welcome back here on B103.9. A fresh 12 on the clock. 2nd and 8 to go here for Pine River. And it was just absolute disaster by the defense of Pine River there in that 3rd quarter, giving up 4 touchdowns, 28 points worth. It's 42-14 as we enter the final quarter of this game. Low snap for Johnson. Nobody was really knew what was going on, and he breaks a tackle, big tackle, and he is brought down across the 45. And man, Evart was sniffing out a potential,
He's brought down by number 11.
a potential 5-yard loss there, but Johnson with a nice recovery there. 3rd and 8. The Bucks on Everett's 44. 43, correction. Johnson snaps it, throwing, looking right, throws right, and it's caught as he's brought down.
That's number
just
6,
beyond the 45.
Smith on the reception. First down, Bucks.
So clock winding down here. And not a whole lot of urgency here for Pine River. Johnson almost by himself, trips left. Receiver motioning left to right. And he'll hand it off to his back, who is met instantly and fumbled. And still nobody has picked it up. And it looks like Pine River is going to recover it at
recovered by Pine River.
Their own 49. So they just lost a ton of yards there. It's going to be second and about 26 here. And, well, here we go again. They were driving down the field, and then an error cost them a whole lot of yards. 10 minutes to go here in the game. And for the Bucks, they're just lucky Evart didn't pick that up. Pine River trying to find a way to pick up 26 yards here. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper who runs it up the middle. He's got an opening across the 40 and brought down in front of the 35.
Johnson, a good gain.
And that cuts the distance to the first down line and over a half.
Yards.
So it's going to be
finally brought down by number 5.
Third down now. Third and long. It's like third and 12.
13 coming up for the Bucks.
Third and 13 officially. Nine to go here in the fourth. Receiver in motion and quarterback keeper again as he runs it around the right side. And he plows his way through down to the 20. And that should be enough for a first down. And there it is. That is a big first down and maybe some momentum trickling in onto that Pine River sideline after finding themselves all the way back second and very, very long. It's a couple of big runs by Johnson to get up to that point. Clock still winding down, though. And you want to make this one interesting at least, so I'm surprised we're not seeing a whole lot of urgency right now. Trips left. Johnson throws a screen pass out to his left. It's Google. And he is met by about 4 Wildcats who push him down to the ground. And it's going to be second and about 7 or 6 or so. As we are officially under the 8-minute mark. For Pine River, what is started out to be what was a confidence-building win last week is looking like a demoralizing loss here tonight. They'll stay on the road next week as they'll head to Roscommon. 2nd and 7. Johnson snaps it, throwing right, and it is tipped up in the air and onto the ground. It'll be 3rd and 7 now.
Incomplete.
Great pass by Johnson. He's looking a lot more confident here in this fourth quarter throwing the ball. And that's something they are most likely going to have to do if they want a chance at least making this closer than what it is. Third down and 7 at the 19-yard line. Everett's 19. Johnson with the receiver and motioning left to right. And Johnson will keep it. He runs it up the middle across the 15, 10, 5, and brought down in front of the goal line.
First down, Bucks.
And another nice carry by Johnson, embracing his inner Aiden Anderson. He has been on fire here in the fourth, and now a chance to score for the first time since the first quarter. They've really been held at bay all game long. This defense looks so good for Evart. Johnson Pistol formation. Receiver right to left motioning. And he fakes it, runs, tries to run it up the middle, and is met by the defensive line. And maybe he got enough to get to the line of scrimmage. 6:30 to go. They do say they lost a yard, but 2nd and goal now.
4-yard line.
4 yards to go. That's a lot. 4 yards is a lot. We might see a dump pass play. Seen him pass it more. Johnson, receiver motioning left to right. Hands it off to that receiver who cuts up the middle, trying to get stuffed. He breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Pine River. Their first touchdown since the first quarter. Gives this Bucks crowd something to cheer about here. 5:57 to go, 42-20. Down but not out. So now the Bucks are on for the 2-point attempt. Johnson, one receiver to his right, two to his left. Receiver in motion, left to right, and he'll keep it himself. And does he break the goal line? And they say no, he doesn't. So the score will stay put at 42-20.
Short of the goal line.
5:57 to go here in the game. Everett leads it. We'll step aside. You're listening to Evart Wildcat Football here on WBZX Big Rapids.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Evart football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Pine River getting set for the kickoff after their touchdown. It's going to be more so of a onside kick look here. Remember, the ball's got to go about 10 yards. I think everybody knows where this is headed. The kick. And is a line drive down the field, so no onside kick. It bounces at the 20 and will roll out of bounds. And there'll be a flag there. Is it going out of bounds? That is one of the weirder penalties, in my opinion, in all of football.
Penalty against.
So now for Evart, you can pretty much just try to run this ball all the way down the field. Try to squeeze out the remaining 6 minutes of this game. What a game has it been. Evart
At the 35-yard line.
has done a terrific job here in the second half to really awaken. So now we're getting some whistles to just make sure the defense for Pine River is ready to go. A lot of confusion going on down there. Running back in motion out to his right. Aiden Anderson's going to throw. Looking left. Throws a slant. It's caught. Lucas Johnson across 45, 50. Jukes to his left. 45. Jukes back to his right. To his left again. Is running all the way out. And back behind the 45 and pushed down behind the 50. So he got all the way up near the 40. And then tried to make a couple defenders miss. But they're going to say they're at the 45. There was a couple flags that came flying in. So if you see it get pushed back, I'm kind of surprised to see Evart on the ball with this lead at this point in the game. It looks like this play is going to be coming back for Evart.
I've only got one.
And yeah, so a big pickup for Evart turns into disaster here. As they're going to have to mark it all the way.
Illegal block on the play against the Wildcats. It'll be marked off 10 yards from when the foul occurred. The result of the play will still be a Wildcat first down.
So Wildcats first down on their own 41. So still get the first down for them, luckily. Clock winds up and is on its way. Andrew Anderson hands it off to Swales. Swales cuts to his right, still on his feet, across the 45 and brought down at around the 44-yard line. Nice pickup there, and Evart right now is not wasting any time. They want to keep this offensive momentum going here in the fourth quarter. I don't blame them. 2nd and 1 here on their 45. But they got some time. They got 5 minutes. And, you know, you could run the ball, but if you're getting the holes that you've been getting all night, there's nothing you can do about it. Vanderlyn out to motion, out to his left. Anderson throwing deep, caught, down and out of bounds off the 20. Noah Vanderlyn was in motion, going right to left on a wheel route. And Anderson getting hit while he throws. And a dot to Vanderlyn down the sideline. What a play. And once the game's already in their hands, now they throw the ball. Vanderlyn in the backfield with him. He's motioning out to his right. All by himself. Trips right, two receivers on the left. Anderson snapping, looking right, throws over the middle, and it's tipped off the hands. There's a flag that comes in after the pass.
Incomplete. But a flag down to the Wildcat backfield.
That's going to be on Pine River.
Personal foul against the Bucks.
You heard it there.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer on Aiden Anderson. Anderson taking some big league type hits. Anderson, a junior, standing in at 6'1". He is about as ideal of a quarterback as you can ask for at this level. .447 to go. So now it'll be 1st and goal at the 7 for the Wildcats. They try to put on even more. Vanderlyn in motioning left to right. And a fumble. Anderson had a dive on it.
By Anderson.
It looked like it was perhaps maybe a miscommunication with Vanderlyn. It was tipped off his hands, but incredible job by Aiden Anderson to jump on it. And he is just an athlete. He does everything. Everything well, everything right. You couldn't ask for a better quarterback than him. Just one mistake tonight. That was an interception in the end zone where he was getting rushed. Clock ticking down. 4:15 to go here in the game. 42-20, Evart leads it. They're threatening again. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal on the 7. Vanderlyn left to right again. Hands it off to Vanderlyn. He's got some space. Cuts to his right, across the 5, and brought down out of bounds. For 3rd and goal now at the 4.
He's going to get inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3-yard line.
Clock still winding down. And this is the most relaxed, lackadaisical part of the offense that we've seen all night long. With them just taking their time to the line. I mean, they can kill a lot of clock here. Anderson. 2 receivers on the left, and now we're going to get a timeout on Pine River. 3:24 to go here in the 4th, 42-20. We'll step aside, take a 60-second break, come back. We'll have the final 3:24. You're listening to Evart Wildcats Football here on B103.9.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
3:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats trying to break into the end zone once again for the 5th time here this half. We'll see what they have in store. High snap from Anderson, hands it off to Vanderlyn, who just strolls on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Evart. Makes it 48-20, 3:23 left on the clock. And here comes Dryson Derscheid on for the kick after the touchdown. He's been perfect tonight. Has not missed a PAT all night long. I'm sure the broadcaster's jinx is bound to bite us here. But maybe just this once, the broadcaster's jinx won't come to get us. We'll see. I'll be curious to see what Pine River does on offense. Looking like the traveling Armed Forces trophy will stay in the hands of Evart this year. Be 6 wins in a row for Evart. And actually now we're going to get Noah Vanderlyn as the kicker. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And man, do they have some kickers on this team. Makes it 49-20. And Evart with 5 unanswered touchdowns here in this half. So 3:23 to go. And as we wait for the final kickoff, again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors for making this evening possible. Worth Landscaping, Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, Ina Store, Evart, Dairy Whip, Northland Area Federal Credit Union, QB Propane, AJ's Event Center, Big Rapids Roofing, RCB Contracting. If you would like to sponsor these broadcasts, call your best friend Jen at 231-796-1103. Again, 231-796-1103. We'd love to have you on board. Makes these Friday nights that much more enjoyable with you along the ride. So here in the fourth quarter, 49-20, Evart coming off of another touchdown drive. Noah Vanderlyn will have the kickoff duties here. And here we go. A little short kick. And Pine River gets met instantly and taken down at the 39. Almost kind of feels like that's kind of a rub it in your face type of kick.
Taken by number 21, Jameen Whitmore.
So we'll see what Pine River has in here. Maybe just a bit of a momentum type of drive here. Ball placed at the 42-yard line in Pine River's territory. .320 to go here in the game. See what Hunter Johnson has in store for us on this drive. Receiver motioning left to right. And we're going to get a flag here.
Delay a game against the Bucks.
And a delay a game, the always rare delay a game. I feel like you don't see those being called that often. At this level anyway. Now we're ready to go. Ball snapped, handed off to the running back who runs it up the middle and makes his way across the 40 to make it second down.
Handoff goes to number 24, Malcolmson.
Other games in action here today. McBain, Roscommon, Cernak, Perry, Shelby, Ravenna on action. Lake City and Manton playing tonight. Beaverton and Harrison in a tightly contested one. 2:20 to go. And a quarterback sneaker up the middle and brought down for a tackle for loss. And it's going to be 3rd and long now. Clock continuing to wind down here. Now we're going to get a official's timeout.
Number 72, Retluski.
With an injured Wildcat on the play. Looking like maybe just a bit of a cramp. It's kind of a muggy, sticky type of night. 68 degrees currently. Raining a little bit earlier, the later parts this afternoon, maybe around 4 or 5 o'clock today. And it's kind of made it a little bit dewy. I guess that's the right word for looking for it. So 2 minutes to go here left in the game. 49-20 lead for Evart. Pine River just trying to build some momentum to head into next week's matchup. It's Roscommon. Snaps the ball. Johnson throws to his right, and it falls just short. His intended target on the play was Braden Lahr. And I've liked to see, I have liked seeing the confidence grow for Hunter Johnson in the passing attempts. 1:43. Clock stopped though. And they're going to punt this one away. Google with a beautiful punt down the field. As well as going to bounce and roll all the way to just in front of the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11.
10-yard line.
And a couple of kneel downs, and that should be it here from us in Evart.
A minute 34 to go. The Wildcats will have 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
So Evart coming up, they'll head to Manton next week. The first road game since the 6th of September.
Those white trash barrels at the bottom of the stairs.
They've got 3 more road games all year long, 3 more home games as well. We'll be back here. It's pregame starting at 6:45. Ben Bryant will be back with us on the pregame show next week. Now we got Austin Lucia is the quarterback back there. Hands it off to the back, who runs it up the middle. And brought down beyond the 10, just in front of the 15. And just a couple more snaps, and that should salt this game away.
So is Andrew the only one of like 5 people?
A nice offensive outbreak here in the second half. That was more of the Evart offense that we're used to seeing. And next week, well, their hands full with Manton. Under a minute to go. They'll hand it off to the back, who runs it out to the left side. Swale's got some space across the 20, 25, and chucked out of bounds. And out of bounds though. So nice hit there by Jericho Holmes. 51.8 seconds to go. Manton seeking their first win tonight. Maybe one last tune-up game for Evart before they take on the team that's always left in their way to try to win the conference. Evart snaps the ball. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Lucia. Runs it around the right side. He's got some space, but is mad.
Lucia, the quarterback keeper.
Clock under 20 seconds officially. We'll see if there'll be one more snap or if they're just going to agree to let this wind down. Everybody looks pretty content on calling it.
And that'll be the final
And
play
that
of the
will be it. So, as the final buzzer rings here at the Osceola Fairgrounds, Evart
The Wildcats
improving to
keep the Arnold
3-1,
Trophy for
winning
one more year.
49-20. 28 points in the third quarter, just one touchdown in the fourth. And it was quite the night for Evart. A back and forth first half, and then Evart saying, hey, this is who we actually are. Well, we'll be back here next Friday night for some more Evart Wildcats action. And until then, you've been listening to the Wildcats here on B103.9. I'm Jackson Heiden. Until next week.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy with a Generac home standby generator at the ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, 989-598-0534.